Hello, this is Chetan Narula reporting for Cricket World, and my current pit stop is the Rose Bowl in Southampton, which will be playing host to the fourth test match between England and India starting on Thursday. Let me tell you, this is only the third test match that will be played at this beautiful ground, and India will be playing their second test match here. The last time they played here was in 2014. They lost by 266 runs. I was there, and let me tell you, this stadium is now completely built. Last time around there was so much construction going on. To my left is the Hilton Hotel, which also houses the media box, and it was all being constructed. Today it's completely finished, properly furnished, and looks absolutely spectacular. The entire ground, you can see behind me, looks really beautiful. A bowl feeling, which is why it's called the Rose Bowl or the Ageas Bowl after the sponsors. So a beautiful setting, hosting only its third test, like I said, and the fourth of this series, which promises to be an intriguing one, because the series now, after three test matches, is pegged at 2-1, because India were able to win by 203 runs in Nottingham and pull one back in the series. Just quickly going over what happened in that Nottingham test. India batted first, 329. A really good batting performance by the Indian batsman. Virat Kohli leading from the front. Ajinkya Rahane with a half century. Shikhar Dhawan and KL Rahul making a good start there, playing late, playing close to the body. A really conscious effort from the Indian batsmen to improve their showings from the first two test matches, and you could just see the results on the ground. Somebody like Rishabh Pant also making a debut, his second ball in test cricket for a 20-year-old, and smacked it for a sixer. So a brilliant start for India. And then Hardik Pandya showed just why he is the all-round hope. Took 5 wickets in the English first innings, a maiden 5-wicket haul in Test cricket, gave a 162-run lead to his team, and from then on, India were always in the driver's seat. And they built on that advantage in the second innings. Virat Kohli with his with another Test 100, and with his 400th run in this Test series already. 6 innings so far. 2014 he couldn't buy a single run, and now he scored 400 of them, and he's just continuing making half centuries and centuries. Pujara got a half century as well, broke his poor run of form, and India ended up with a 400 plus total. In fact, it was closer to 500 if I can remember right, and with that bigger target, it was a matter of batting out time. Jasprit Bumrah, mind you, returning to Test cricket and taking his second 5-wicket haul, proving wrong. It was a matter of proving wrong for both Hardik Pandya and Jasprit Bumrah. People have been criticizing them that they will perhaps not be able to perform better in English conditions. But again, like I said, Pandya and Bumrah proving their detractors wrong and bowling India to a victory in that match. The slight positive for England was the partnership between Ben Stokes and Jos Buttler in the second innings. Jos Buttler scoring his maiden Test 100. But apart from that, a lot of worries for England, especially in terms of their batting, with the batting order not really producing those big runs. The top order with Alistair Cook, Keaton Jennings looking shaky, especially with the left-hand angle that Ishant Sharma and R. Ashwin can produce. So they've been looking shaky. A lot of pressure on Joe Root. Number 4, Ollie Pope hasn't really gotten going. And then, of course, Johnny Bairstow injured his left middle finger whilst keeping in that third test. So now let's talk about how this fourth test match is building up. Let's talk about the 3 big factors. First of all, let's talk about the pitch. Behind me you can see the England team practicing their final practice before this match, and it's a green top. There was talk about it in Nottingham that it would be a green top at Southampton, and it is in fact a green top, which makes you wonder, why would you want to give this Indian bowling attack a green wicket? The best chance for them to get England out is a wicket like this. And if it's a flatter track, if it's a batsman friendly track, with 400 runs being posted on total. You know, teams or bowling attacks really struggle to get those 20 wickets. England's bowling attack will struggle. India's bowling attack will struggle. But the point to remember here is that England lead the series 2-1. They don't really need to win here or at the Oval to win the series. They can just simply draw these two games and win the series. It's India who needs to win both these matches and turn around a 2-0 deficit, which is nearly an impossible task in English conditions where you cannot control so many factors. So again, why would you give a green top to the Indian bowlers and, you know, let them play to their power or their biggest strength, that is their pace attack? This is the best Indian pace attack in their cricket history ever. 4 fast bowlers in the same 11 and just proving to be relentless like they did in the Nottingham Test. The second factor, of course, here is the English team selection. Johnny Bairstow has recovered enough to play as a specialist batsman, but will he keep wickets? The answer perhaps is no. They've been practicing wicket keeping and slip catching with Josh Buttler donning the gloves and a changed slip cordon for England. Slip catching is a problem for England in the series. They've dropped nearly 18 catches. If I'm not wrong, it could be 19 catches, which doesn't really look any better. But they have dropped quite a few catches. So there's a changed cordon for them. Cook, Joe Root and Ben Stokes. Chris Woakes is under a bit of cloud. He has a problem with his right quadriceps. So Sam Curran could be coming back into the playing 11. But the biggest factor here is, do they play James Wins as an opener ahead of Keaton Jennings? Give Alistair Cook his 13th opening partner since the retirement of Andrew Strauss. For India, well, they have changed their playing 11 45 times in the last 45 matches. 38 of those changes have been made by Virat Kohli. And this is the ground where that run began in 2014. It was here in the 3rd test that MS Dhoni started making those changes, and it has continued on for 4 years. But now the talk of the town is, will India change their playing 11 once again? You don't really need to after the sort of comprehensive win that you had in Nottingham. 3 pacers, Hardik Pandya, Ashwin, who seems to have recovered from his hip stress, and of course the batting performing as well as it did. So not really a need for India to change things around in this test match, perhaps to go in with the same playing 11. But it's a huge, it's a big but, because we know that as preparations continue for this test match, and I'll round up quickly, we know that Virat Kohli likes to make changes to his team 11 based on logic, gut feeling, conditions, opposition and whatnot. So it's a big if, it's a big ask if India will continue changing and chopping, or will they go in with the same playing 11? They need to win these 2 test matches to make a comeback. Will they carry on their winning momentum?